What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back to Thursday Night Roski, the longest, second longest running episodic program live stream here on YouTube. Yes, you in here with the Bruce Wayne. It is Ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth. Yours truly, the Notorious One, a.k.a. Mr. Coach Alini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Jadamas. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy. But just call me CGA Got Allah, and I'll be the 12-time demonetized champion of YouTube. We got a great show for you lined up to here. We're going to give you a new report that suggests that OnlyFans models combined make more than the rich millionaire of the NBA. All of the combined salaries of the NBA. We're going to take a look at what that number is. You see it on the thumbnail. The combined salaries of the NBA cannot reach the combined salary of OnlyFans models. And this is hitting the normie airwaves. We're going to look at reactions related to this, plus some more reality, sobering content and information related to the platform called OnlyFans. And now, if you guys don't remember, OnlyFans was about to go bye-bye, and Subway was about to be hiring, but they got back on board. And as I reported earlier this week, the guy, one of the founding members and owners of OnlyFans, had just cashed in $1 billion in dividends this quarter, making lots of cash money. And we're going to talk about who they're making that cash money from. I'm rich, man. All right, we got that coming up. We also have some random stories. We got Straggle with Sniggle Theater. It's an evil world we live in. And Crime and Law CGA. And hopefully we can get all of this done. But anyway, to contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App. Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV, PayPal, paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link at the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Check it out. The 100K plaque is back there. It's a small one. All right, shrinkflation in the back. We got two 100,000 subscriber plaques right here. Yes, indeed, we do. All right. You should be having a party. All right. They didn't want to give me the party. All right. There it is right there. Having a party. Indeed, man. It's good to be here. All right. We're going to work on the third one for sure. And I guarantee you, I ain't going to get to 1 million. I don't think that million plaque is coming. All right. Anytime soon. I'm going to be over here 60 years old by the time I get 1 million plaque. All right. But anyway, we double plaqued up. We got some earlier contributors to today's show. Do me a favor, hit the like button on this one. And here, let's get to the earlier contributors to the greatest show on YouTube, bar none. Shout out to Abel Returns to Eden. He says, from this morning, I think I speak for many men who were saved by military service from damn weak fathers and domineering mothers. My true parents were my Army drill sergeants. Facts. He says, thank God I was saved. Shout out to you. We were talking about that earlier. You know, sometimes your parents don't have your best interests at heart. Sometimes they don't give you the options, and it is okay. You know what I mean? It is okay. A lot of parents have their ego wrapped up in parenting. And look, your job is to keep your kid alive. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, are you supposed to make them successful? Definitely not. And I actually was having a conversation with my son where I was telling him, I was like, dude, I remember when I got to college, one of the most pivotal men in my life was a college counselor. All right. He looked out for me. He had my best interest at heart. And so parents take you up to a certain level, and then you have to let the world and the men of the world, and if there are some women of the world, take you to the next level. All right. So it's okay. It's okay. All right. Sometimes parents are limited. All right. Your parents just give you birth, protect you, feed you, and so forth and so on. But you certainly do learn after a certain time. It's time to spread your wings and fly away. All right. Sometimes you got to fly away. I want to get away. All right. Yo, wait a minute. All right. Wait a minute. It's, is this earlier, Coach? I'm watching Downtown Willie Brown interview on The Art of Dialogue, and this ninja spilling the beans. Kamala used him for him knowledge and his connections and dropped him. I do have an interview with him coming up later. Man, these women are predators. She did more with hard work. She did more with hard work and got elevated by the you-know-who-ish. All right? Yeah, shout out to you. I'm actually going to show a clip from that interview later today. Ace Boogie, my mother asked me for advice in getting a new car. I told her to save up a year's worth of payment. She did. Bought the new car and paid it off in 3 years. Shout out to you. And that was a piece of information that I talked about earlier today. And looks like your mother took your information and paid that damn car off. Pay that damn car off. Shout out to H every day. I meant to say did more with your hard work. Shout out to you. All right. Yes, indeed. And let me check up any earlier contributors to today's show on the alternative apps. The alternative apps. You're going to check over on the Cash app. Okay. Maybe not. All right. It doesn't want me to let me sign in on the Cash app. That's terrible. All right. Terrible news. Terrible. Let me see if I can refresh it again. Oh, there it is. All right. We got our brother Jeff, the producer, in the building. Shout out to you. And shout out to Lucifer. Says, congrats on the 100K plaque. My moms and pops failed me. F them. All right. Goodness. All right. They can only take you so far, man. Parents can only take you so far. All right. It is. You do need people of the outside world, coaches and military people and teachers. You do need other people to pick up that slack. All right. Really, your parents got to just get you to the finish line, get you to the table, get you to the meal table. Okay. All right. Let me see here. I guess we do have. Okay. We got 2 more and then we'll get on with the show. This is a person that chipped in at the end of the show. All right. Okay. All right. I got you, man. Shout out to you. This is our brother here. BD is in the building and a gallon of gasoline for the G-Wagon. Shout out to you. All right. And I got that information. Thank you for that info, by the way. And Pro Man is in the building. Pro Man says, I'm glad Mitch's got smacked up earlier. Guess what type of men wrote the divorce laws? Indeed, congrats on the 100K. Yes, indeed, the divorce laws that they want you to sign up for. They want you to sign up for it. All right, you hear men like me on the internet blessing the airways with the information that you wouldn't have. I want to ask you something here. If men like myself did not tell you the information that I tell you, that they call me bitter, hurt, and all of these things. If I didn't give you this information, who would? Now, I know there's other people giving you this information, but particularly in this space, there's not many men that have been married, and certainly not many men that have been married and divorced, and certainly have been not married, divorced, and with children. I'm one of the only ones. There are very few in here that have. Okay, so that's number one. I've seen the other side. All right, Matt Walsh, the entire TradCons, the purple pillars, the blue pillars, the people supporting marriage, they wouldn't give you this information. I want you to think about this. They wouldn't give you the information. They don't know the information, nor do they care about the information until they do. And one of the things that I get back is that I am doing a disservice by giving you the information that I had to find out by getting graped over the coals. Nobody other than myself, very few men are willing to give you this information. And I take great pride and honor as being one of the men that can have the audience. I have the platform. I have the thousands and millions of views to prove and back up that me giving you this information possibly has saved one of you guys from getting in that exact same thing. Now, the married men, the people up supporting the blue pill society, the matrix, they can't give you the information. They don't want to give you the information, but I'm giving it to you openly, or you'll find out the hard way. And millions of men find out the hard way instead of me telling you it. So I'm doing an absolute blessing in the service to the hundreds of thousands. Look at my plaques. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers across the board. I probably total almost 500,000 subscribers across this platform. Okay. And it is an amazing thing for me to be able to do and come up here and share this information, although it is very, very tough information to swallow. They're a hard pill to swallow, but I take great satisfaction and rejoice in the name of the sea god Allah to bring to the airwaves information that you would have to find out the hard way. Nobody, if I didn't tell you, not many men would be able to. If I didn't tell you, not many men will be able to. And I take great satisfaction and pride by bringing you the best edutainment here on YouTube. Not only do I tell you facts that you wouldn't know, I also provide the best edutainment. Yeah. Take a look. Take a look. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Any way you wish. Fresh, all right, fresh fish, you wish. All right, anyway, we got a great show for you lined up today. Let's get into let's get into the fact that it's Thursday. Let's get into the fact that it's Thursday. Oh, sucky now. Let's get some ling-lings on your board. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Oh, hey, yay, let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay. There she is. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Woo.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Let's go. Oh, yeah. Hey, let's go. Woo.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, indeed. From the land of the rising sun, the portal of the Orient. Let's go. Hey, she look. You know I'm seeing you. You know you see me watching you. Oh my goodness. Hello.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. That's okay. Oh my Lord. Jesus.
We just looking at the booty. We looking at the breast. We looking at her neck. We looking at her feet. We looking at her.
No, I ain't looking at no feet. There ain't nobody looking at no feet.
You're looking at feet? Yes, I'm looking at feet.
Yeah. Take Out Thursday back and in full effect. Yes, indeed. Hey. Oh my goodness.
I have a question for you. Do you prefer them saggy or perky?
Oh, the humanity.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I don't know if the feminists will agree with this, but I like to get dominated.
I like to
choked, whooped, spanked, told what to do. I need a man to take charge and let me just, be goofy.
Hey.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Yeah, shout out to your boy right here. He ready. 9/11 ready. All right, all the way over there in Southeast Asia. Let's go. Round 2.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Look at your boy. Look at them right here.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, indeed. He's starving out there. Oh, my goodness, man. Look. This is crazy right here.
Oh, the humanity.
Yes, indeed. Okay, look at this ninja right here.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yeah, and guess what? Look at Greg Fu Young right here. Look at him.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, there he is. He is starving. He ready to go. Getting the Matty and Petty. Look at Sassy in there. He looking mad sassy, ain't he? Okay. Yes, indeed. Woo-wee. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Let's go. Where are we going? Okay, Japan and America. Okay, or Korea. Okay, they both the thick time right there. Definitely the thick time. Yes. How many can we get here? Here we go. They ready to go. How many? Hey, this is CGA lining them up. Yes, I see. Yes, that's me. That's CGA. That's the notorious one right there.
New world order.
Yes. Yes, right there. Give it a, yeah, thumbs up. Yeah. Oh, she said.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Yeah, that's what she said right there. Yes. Oh, yeah. She said.
What kind of fuck you give me?
That's what she. Oh, I like that one. Look at that one right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. What? She said.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Indeed. I see her right there. Yes, indeed. All right, shout out to them right there. That's great. All right, we had a great time over there taking out some takeout. It was Takeout Thursday, and it was a fantastic takeout. What an entertaining show this is. Let me do this. I got to switch my browser, and we're going to jump right into Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Are we doing that? Yes, let's do that. Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Was that fun? That was some fun takeout.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle. I think I only got 3 clips.
God.
Oh, okay. That was 4 clips. All right, we got a woman that says she caught her boyfriend hanging out with another girl, and she said she's going to go sit on his homeboy's Dilsnick tonight. Okay. Let's play the video right here.
Now what's up? Where your homeboy at?
What's up?
That's fine, cause I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him. They been waiting on you to up.
Man.
Your homeboys ain't your friends. Your homeboys ain't your friends.
Oh.
And I know the other one got more money than you.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna call him. That's fine, cause I'm gonna call him.
You got calls.
I'm gonna sit on that tonight.
You got calls.
Remember you had to catch the bus to get here.
And you got nothing
else. And guess what else?
What?
You're gonna have to find somewhere to stay too, boo.
Oh, no.
Okay, you about to get kicked out the crib. Stay down the curb.
How is there somebody interviewing? Is this Ghetto Cheaters?
That's fine. Make sure you got a pallet.
A what?
Make sure you got a pallet.
A pallet?
Bruh.
Just stay with you. Just stay with me.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Pookie getting some. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's see here. Pookie got 2 girls. Okay, these aren't bad girls here. Pookie. Look at Pookie. Pookie got girls fighting over him in there, and I guess there's an interviewer there. I guess this is Ghetto Cheaters. Ghetto Gagger Cheaters. And Pookie's got to go sleep somewhere else tonight. Oh, no. This is that. And the other girl in the background, like, okay, all right. But here's the funny part about it. She's like, hey, that's okay. I'm gonna go sit on your homeboy's Dilsnick. All right, what in the world?
Hey, yo, chill, son.
She gonna sit on it? Oh my goodness. She said they've been waiting for you to mess up. They've been waiting for you to mess up. Goodness. This is a whole dumpster fire right here.
Now what's up? Where your homeboy at?
What's up?
That's fine.
And look at the other girl looking at her. Woo! She looking at that thing back there. Everybody looking at that thing. All right, look. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, even the girl he with looking at her holding. Look how she looking.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, even the other girl had to be like, woo! All right, here we go.
Cause I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call them. They been waiting on you to up.
Man.
Your homeboys ain't your friends.
All right, your homeboys ain't your friends. So take this into consideration. The guy apparently is cheating. The guy is apparently cheating. When he gets caught, she immediately says, that's all right. Your homeboy's been waiting on the sideline for you to mess up. See, now, who's in the wrong here? You know Pookie is wrong. He's the type of guy that looks like he will do some dumb shit like this. But apparently, she's clearly saying, I had these other guys in the wings waiting for you to mess up, and I could call them right now and go sit on this. Oh, man, that's cold out here. So is he the cheater or is she the cheater?
Your homeboys ain't your friends.
Your homeboys ain't your friends. They be in my DM. They be texting me. They be. And is that Socks and Crocs? All right, this is definitely Memphis, Tennessee.
And I know the other one got more money than you.
And I know the other one got more money than you. So I'm going to just go get your friend. Oh, my goodness. Which one of these are the person? Which one of these are the bad guy? I mean, he looks to be the obvious bad guy, but it sounds like she been plotting the whole time. All right, man, what a mess there. Straggle and Sniggle Theater, we have a woman that says this. She's going to reiterate that she's going to leave you ninjas behind and go get her a white Zaddy.
Get him, daddy.
All right, Tariq Nasheed is irate at this woman. Tariq Nasheed had this to say. He says, I will reiterate this. If you have a relative who does all of this performative bed winching for Zaddy. If they end up missing, please don't contact me to help y'all. Go get some form of justice. Okay, here we go.
I've never seen an unhappy black woman with a fine-ass white man. I've never seen it. And we could talk about it more. Because the ones that be happy as hell with their white man, they be getting everything that they want. And that's going to be me next. Happily in love, living a life, they man spoiling them. They just over there. Where the white man at?
Oh.
I'm at the point where I'm sick of you niggas. Like, I am. Y'all give nothing no more. So I'm dating out of my comfort zone now, and I'm going to get me a Caucasian man. So where y'all at?
Oh.
Where the white women at?
Oh, did somebody say Angel Reese reposted this? I'm not sure. Oh, is this Angel Reese? I'm not sure. That's not Angel Reese. So she said right here, she basically said,
Hey, where are the white women at?
Where the white men at? I don't think you know how this works. Bed winching works when you're younger. I mean, I guess you could get an old 70-year-old white man. I think it's a little too late. White guys typically don't do strags. They don't do strags. All right, now they might meet up with you in a motel, the snooty fox, the sleeping fuck. They might do that, but they ain't about to treat you well. You're a little too old for white zaddies. Trust me, I know. All right, so let's take a look at this right here. People, Tariq, for some reason, this intimidates black men. I don't really care. She half mixed anyway. I mean, she only 60% African American at best, maybe 51%. But I don't care who you go get. Go get them. Go get them. I mean, I'm not a big carer like this right here. Pro blacks are probably irate at this. But I always say, go get them. I don't care. I'll be like,
Where the white women at?
You're going to find me over there. Right? But you're going to have to sleep with about maybe 50 white men. Yeah. And they might even invite you to a party. And they might even skeet all. You don't know how freakish white guys are. They freaks. Right? They will invite you to a party and it will be 8 zaddies surrounding your ass real quick.
Get 'em, daddy.
Emptying out they ball sack. Ass, right on you. Right on you. Do you guys know that? You sisters don't know that. All right. White dudes are nasty when it comes to their sexual fetishes. All right. They will line up a whole bunch of ninjas with millimeter Peters finishing on you and talking about and dookieing on you too. They will dookie on you.
Get 'em, daddy.
All right. They into humiliation, bruh. They don't be playing around. White dudes got some crazy sexual fetishes. All right, ninjas, I'm over here trying to just be doing some missionary. They will tie your ass up and bring a toilet on you. All right, so go on and get him. All right, and I'm going to tell you, there is a type of black woman that they parade around, and she ain't it. She is not it. All right, I know the type. You guys know the type? Let me see here. Let me see. I'm going to try to find it. Let's see here. I'm going to try to find a type. This is, let's see here. I might not be able to find a type, but I know the type because I see them all the time here in Vegas. All right, and I've seen them before that, but I'm telling you. Let me see here. There is a type white men love to date and parade around. Let me see if I can pull her up. Oh, man. I won't be able to find it in time. I was going to be funny, too. It's more like this. Nah, that's not it. All right, I want to have another one here. They do have a type, though, and she ain't it. Oh, man, I won't be able to find it. I might have to think about this later. All right, it'll be funny. It'll be funny, too, when you see it. I'll really see if I can type it in. Let me see here. Some porn might come up. Let's see. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Oh, man, damn. Yeah. Oh, shoot, it ain't gonna be on here. Jesus. Oh, man, there is a type, but it's not that. It's not a strag. All right, so, okay, we got one. All right, okay, this is the type right here. This is the type right here. All right, so this is it. This is close to the type. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised if she wearing the white gloves, too. The white gloves. This is the type of guy, this is the type of black women white guys like. All right, old white guys that have money. Remember, old white guy, not John B. ninjas. Not ninjas that sing. All right, we talking about old white men. There's a type that they like. There's probably an even funnier picture, but I didn't have time to pull it up. I didn't have time to pull it up at all. All right. I'll show you this one too. This is a good one. All right, this is the type right here. That's what they like. Oh, you know, you got to have a big gaudy wig. You know what I mean? There's a type. There's a type that old zaddies be liking right there.
Get him, daddy.
That's what they like. They don't like strags. All right. They definitely, because they got to go outside with you. They don't be liking strags. All right. Let me see here. I'm trying to find the funny one. Yeah. Okay. I won't be able to find it. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Yes, I did.
We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live.
That's the type of black women they like.
Do it live.
All right.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
So they're going to be with a black woman, which is going to be ultimately, most of the time, their last choice. All right. They're going to invite the Southeast Asia first. All right. Straggle and Sniggle Theater. We have, is this an OnlyFans girl, I suppose? Take a look at this. Man, boy. All right. New world. Women have come a long way, I suppose. This woman is, man, what happened to the ladies? This woman's cocked her legs open right here on her podcast. And does she have a tattoo on her back? Boy, ladies have come. I don't know where they're going. All right, let's listen to what this woman has to say.
Guess what I had for breakfast the other day?
Oh, God.
Candy and water.
Should have known. What was that, like third time this week?
Not this week.
Month? Aren't you, like, only allowed to take so many of those before you're just, like, infertile?
I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to take, like, 4 a year.
And you ran
I can't count how many times I've taken a Plan B past few months.
It's like that?
It's like that. Wow. Guess what I had for breakfast the other day?
Oh, God.
Candy and water.
Yeah. I mean, new world order. The bar is getting lower. The bar is getting lower and lower and lower and lower. I know these are the worst of the worst on Straggle Sniggle Theater. I know there's some better, more refined women on Straggle Sniggle Theater. I got it. All right, but my goodness. All right. I mean, how much lower can you get? Everybody's got a phone in their hand. I can't help but keep showing what's happening out here. Ay. All right. That's Straggle Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Okay, Straggle and Sniggle Theater. I couldn't hear my headphones for a second. I don't know what happened. All right, I couldn't hear for a second. I couldn't hear nothing. All right, I suppose we can go on to some contributors. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go on to the next segment. I know we could do that more than likely. Shout out to our brother here. Mr. 13, although I don't agree with everything you say, you are still inspiration to all men. Your home tour has me working hard. By the way, first time contribution. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for being here. You don't have to agree with everything. I don't agree with everything anyone says. So there's that. All right, I don't watch one person and agree with everything. However, I be hitting home runs. But listen, you don't have to agree. I appreciate you, man. Want to have some motivation for you. The purpose of those things was not to show off. You're showing off. All right. You're not even rich. All right. But it was to show you motivation, man. You know what I mean? Started from the bottom. Now we here. Shout out to you. Mr. 13 is in the building. I hope that wasn't MS-13, though. All right. I don't think it was. I don't think it was either. All right. Anyway, let's see what we got here. I think, is Kalen here? I think he's only here in the morning. I don't think he's here earlier in the evening. Maybe he is. Let me check. They keep making me log in. All right. Let's get to the next segment. All right. The next segment is crime and law. No. It's an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right. It's an evil world we live in. Then crime and law CGA. Then the main event. Oh, wait a minute. You should see this mess going on behind the scenes. It's an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right. What do you think about this lady? This lady is, I always call her a witch. All right. Some woman that is quite popular on Instagram, well over 100 to 200,000 subs. She sent me this video, and you know this woman. I played this woman before, and I always call her, she's like a Erykah Badu, you can't see her. She's like a witch. She's very hypnotizing, very Creole, very Southern and charmer. She's a charming woman. Let's see what she says. She says, what's your kind? What's your kind? It says right there. Ladies, what's your kind? All right, that's what it says right here. She's going to tell us what her kind is. Okay, here we go.
That's my favorite kind of man, the kind that makes sure I'm all right. The kind of man that know I got to be okay. That's my favorite kind of man. The check on you can. The kind of just be like, I just want to make sure everything all right over there. I was just trying to see if you needed something. I like them kind. Well, what kind do different women like different kind? I already tried other kind. I don't like it. I don't like the abusive kind. I don't like stingy kind. I don't like insecure kind. I don't like the medium gay kind. I tried some different kind. I don't like them. That's the kind I like. I like the kind. I got a different kind that I like, and I like them.
All right. You see the symbols on her chest here around her neck, strategically placed. And she's telling you what type of kind she got, men she likes. But she's like the kind that check on you and the kind that see if you need anything. You mean the kind that pay bills? As this one woman said right here. The one that pays bills, that's my favorite. Okay. All right, yes. And it sounds like that's what she's saying. All right, if you translate what she's saying here, I'm going to go ahead and refresh it. Essentially what she's saying is support, pay. Here we go.
That's my favorite kind of man, the kind that makes sure I'm all right.
Make sure I'm all right.
The kind of man that know I got to be okay.
Uh-huh.
That's my favorite kind of man.
You got to be okay.
The check on you can.
The check on you kind. The check on you kind. Okay, that sound like you selling some. Okay, but what else you got here? The check on you kind.
The kind that just be like, I just want to make sure everything all right over there.
I just want to make sure everything all right over there. That sounds like
I got money.
Is everything all right? Do you need some food? Do you need a refrigerator full of food? You need to go shopping? You need to go to Walmart real quick? You want to go pick up? Go fill up your shopping cart. Go fill up your shopping cart. All right. Now, I don't want no peace leave tonight. Go on and fill up your shopping cart. All right. That's it. That's what that sounds like. Anybody else? No, I'm tripping.
I was just trying to see if you needed something.
I was just trying to see if you needed something. Don't that sound like
I got money?
That's what that sounds like. All right. You pay your bills, your electricity on. That's what it sounds like, Mr. Mac.
I like them kind. Well, what kind do different women like different kind?
All right, so it looks like she's on a live stream and she's reacting to the chat. So they're probably telling her she sounds like she's selling some punani. So she's reacted to them, and right now, so that's what you see here.
I already tried other kind. I don't like it. I don't like the abusive kind. I don't like stingy kind. I don't like insecure kind.
All right, so no controlling, no insecure, no stingy, as you can see there. So controlling, insecure, no. Stingy, no. So let's go back to the original. Sounds like the kind you like has money.
I got money.
All right, that's going to pay the rent. Is your rent paid up?
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
I don't like the medium gay kind. I tried some different kind. I don't like them. That's the kind I like.
All right. Shout out to her. That's the kind she like. That fixes binds.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
The medium gay kind. I don't know what that is, but hey, I'm not in the South.
I like the kind. I got a different kind that I like, and I like them.
Oh, okay.
But just, why do y'all want me to like what y'all like? Why can't we just have our differences? You see what I'm saying? Why can't we just have our differences? Why y'all want to make it so difficult for us to be different from one another? I appreciate our differences because I don't want to be like you. Because you like stuff I don't like. I don't like that kind. I just don't. For real, I don't like them weak. I don't like men that be like, that move around too much.
Move around?
I don't like that kind.
What is that?
I don't like a busy man.
A busy?
I don't like what you mean by a busy man. I don't like the life of the party. I don't like it.
All right, she don't like the life of the party. This does reek of some sort of
it's an evil world.
It does reek of some sort of possessive. You know what I mean? She's possessing you, and I would butter her tonsils up real good. I would get her neck for sure. I would definitely get that neck. All right, but I definitely would get that neck. But yeah, she's trying to control the guy, right? You're mine. She probably put some witchcraft, a root on you. She probably put a root on you real quick.
Now I got to cut you.
All right.
That ain't the kind that I like. I don't like a busybody ass man.
A busybody? A busybody?
That's my favorite kind of man to kind of make sure I'm all right.
All right. Yeah, there you go right there.
I got money.
Hey, say no. Hey, say less. Say less. As long as I can get that neck, I think I can see if something's wrong. How is it over there? Oh, it's fine. Let me get that neck. All right, that's what I'm going to get that neck. All right, anyway. Wow, that was a whole around the way saying that she likes money. All right, so here we go right here. This woman says things men do when they hate you. Where do they get these content creators? All right, shout out. Oh, boy, she got a lot of interaction on this one. So let's see right here. All right, things men do when they hate you. All right, here we go.
Things that men will do when they don't like you. Listen up. Number one, they'll tell you they like you. They'll tell you they like you so much. They'll FaceTime you every day, call you while they're at the gym, ask you out on dates, tell you how beautiful you are, how wonderful they are. You're the most wonderful woman they've ever met. And they don't mess with you. Oh! They will have you thinking that you're freaking crazy. So let me just go ahead and get into the story, right? Met this dude a couple months ago. We were hitting it off, like, big time. Like, all of our values were aligning. The conversation, the chemistry was through the roof. Like, you know when you just got chemistry with somebody and it just clicks? Yeah, we were like, take me to the stars, take me to the moon. We was there, baby, okay? As of a few weeks ago, he was on my phone with, I love you. I love you so much, marry me, yada, yada, yada. Okay. No, boy, stop playing. He didn't stop. Every day this man would tell me that he loved me, okay? Loved me. He showed me that I was his wallpaper.
I'm confused here. She said things that men do when they hate you. I'm a minute into the video. These are all things that women say, most women say, that they like, all right? Did you hold out on the vagina? Okay, let me finish the story here. There's about 3 minutes left, so I don't know what's going on here.
He had coworkers at his job asking him why he coming into work so happy. And it was because I made his days better. He has his homeboys on voice and will talk about how on earth did you bag her? Like, yada, yada, yada. Like, everybody, he telling the whole town. He telling all of California about our love story. He told me that he talked to his mom about me. And I said, oh my gosh, what did you say about her? What did you say about me? He told me that he told his mom that he was going to marry me. And here's the thing about love bombing and my crazy self, right? I'm so crazy that makes sense to me. Like, when you meet me, if a man is like, you're the most wonderful woman I've ever met, I adore you, I love you, I'm like, me too, me too. Call it conceit, call it what you want. But when you filled yourself up with so much self-love and somebody's like, I see you, I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for you. Finally, somebody who gets it. Wrong.
Okay.
As of 4 days ago. 4 days ago.
All right. She obviously is bitter and hurt. All right. Somebody hurt her. All right. And look at that chocolatey skin right there. Somebody hurt this sister. So here we go. I guess this is going to be where the plot twist is.
Not only was I ghosted. Ghosted.
Okay.
Baby, I was blocked. I was ghosted. We have been consistently talking for a minute. Baby, ghosted. No explanation, no words whatsoever. Do you know how long it's been since I've been ghosted? At this big age, I've been ghosted in so long because we're old enough to like use our words. He ghosted me. And you know what? You got me. I texted him the other night because I'm crazy. Gotcha, I'm not one of them girls that'll leave in silence. Baby, I got something to say.
See, I mean, she telling you right here why she got ghosted. He sensed this, right? That's why I always tell you, you guys got to wait a couple of years. Wait a couple of years. So he probably sensed the crazy. You even admitted several times in this video that you're crazy. All right, so he sensed it, picked up on it, and he got out of there. Right? He couldn't deal with it. Maybe the sex was bad. Maybe something's happened, and he said, all right, I gave it, and he probably gave it the old college try. All right, but let's see what happened here. She got ghosted. 1 minute left on this video.
I texted him the other day, and I was like, if you gonna ghost me, you might as well just go all the way and block me. Oh! He knows how to follow instructions. Guess what he did? I'm blocked. So when people talk about, oh, if a man likes you, you'll never be confused. You'll know off the rip. He'll make it very clear. Baby, that's not true anymore.
Huh?
That's not true anymore. He made it so clear that he liked me that there was never a thought in my mind where this could be the scenario. At least even a conversation. But hey, you ate with that one, my guy. You ate that. You ate that. Gotcha, I hope you see this, and I want you to say something. Because I know you probably got like a secret family out there because the military man. You know what? I'm not trying to stereotype and generalize all military men. Thank you for your service. But you specifically, sir, I hope you have the day that you deserve.
Ooh.
Now I got to cut you.
Yeah, he dodged the bullet. He dodged the bullet. All right, he dodged the big bullet. All right. She cuckoo, and she know it too. Look at all this animation. Look at this. He dodged a bullet. And even when he broke up, there she is right there.
Now I got to cut you.
He dodged the bullet. He got out of there quick. He said, nah, because this woman has attachment issues, obviously, as you can see. She was like, I'm not going down without a fight, and you can block me. All right, and he blocked her. All right, so.
Gotcha, bitch.
And then she went crazy. Now she putting the root on him. All right, so look, hey, he said all of that, but then he saw the crazy. He said, nah, let me get up out of here real quick. Yo, man, that woman is wild. All right, that woman is wild. All right, we got, it's an evil world we live in. It says motherhood has become a for-profit business. A man asks a woman, how much should the average child support be for the average child? All right, so how much should child support be? The video is not very bright, so their lighting is not that great. But let's hear the video. At least they have great audio.
What's the max? What's the max a man should be paying for child support?
The max, and I'm going to be totally honest. With a regular kid,
Y'all talking about regular clothes?
With a regular kid, at the most, a monthly, 10,000 a month.
You said
a month. A month.
10,000?
A month.
10,000?
What's the max? What's the max a man should be paying for child support?
The max, and I'm going to be totally.
Now, this is another example that I talk about all the time. For some reason, in women's world, they think men are just sitting on money. They think you just got thousands and thousands of dollars just sitting in the bank. Now, this comes from a variety of reasons. You know, you date, the expectation to pay, and they're sitting there like, nah, I make money, but you still need to pay. In their world, they be like, men just got lots of money. Ma'am, I don't know what you know what money is. Most people do not make $10,000 a month. I mean, how is it? What is the data? The data is 90% of men, 90% of Americans don't make $10,000 a month. 90%. Now, you, on the other hand, believes that a man should give you $10,000 a month in child support. How the hell is he supposed to live? I'm telling you, man. It is one of the most bizarrest things that with American women is that they believe men just sitting on a pile of money. Okay, even if you're in the situation on dating, they're like, yeah, you should have $20,000 in the bank. Okay, but how much do you have in the bank? We're equal. I got to go to work tomorrow. Not many people got tens of thousands of dollars sitting in the bank. And that's the reality of our world. We're all living paycheck to paycheck. So where does she get $10,000 a month in child support for the average man?
Honest, with a regular kid,
Y'all talking about regular clothes?
With a regular kid, at the most, a monthly.
At the most,
10,000.
10,000. Oh man, Jesus. Maybe she said at the most. She did say at the most, so I'm not sure if maybe she's saying that's the cap. Maybe she's saying that's the cap. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that one. That sounds crazy as hell. Okay, she said at the most $10,000. Okay. Straggle and Sniggle. Whoa, this is not Straggle and Sniggle Theater. It's an evil world we live in. I want you to listen closely, gentlemen. Listen to the marriage wheel. The marriage wheel is undefeated. I want you to take a look at these women. These women are going to interview, and this is what they say, the best thing they've ever done. Okay, here we go.
How old are you?
47, 45.
Oh, wow. I was way off. What is one change that you've made that has dramatically improved the quality of your life?
You want to say it together? Getting divorced. Leaving their broke ass behind.
Can you tell me about that?
It's a decision that I should have made a long time prior to when I made it. So it kind of felt like freeing. Everything went up from there. You get married at a certain age and then you grow. And sometimes you realize that the person you married isn't necessarily the one that you're going to age with. He was great when I was younger. And then as I got older, I needed something else. He just didn't fit my lifestyle anymore.
What's the biggest lesson you have from each of those marriages?
A personal growth. I needed to be in that relationship in order to propel myself at a higher level. I would say listen to your intuition. When I made the decision to leave the marriage, I had a lot of naysayers saying, your life will not get better. This is what it is. Accept it. And I refused. And I listened to my gut, my intuition, and I'm in a much better place in every aspect.
How old are you?
Now, they graduated, yes. And of course, marriage these days seem to only benefit men. Oh my goodness, Ninja Jesus. New world order. All right, marriage these days seem to only benefit men. My goodness. Okay, so let's start back over. I've warned you about this. People always just assume I'm trying to tell you that women are like malicious and they're just preying on you and they're waiting to set you up going through the stages of the marriage wheel. Like they wake up and be like, I'm going to take you through stage 1, then we're going to go through stage 2. It doesn't work that way. What works is the woman is going to grow out of you. She's going to graduate out of you. You might graduate out of her. She might look and say, well, I'm a different woman now. All these things that they say, I've been telling you, but you guys here, look, and these are two women that look like they probably had a happy marriage until they didn't. I want you to listen to one thing that this woman said here, and I'm going to play it again and break it down. Watch out for these things. I'm glad, thank God.
It's an evil world
for social
we live
media
in.
Because this backs up everything that I tell you. It's innocent to them. They don't care. They don't care at all. They like, hey, I'm looking out for me now. They already got the babies. You can tell these gorditas already got the babies out. All right, they already got the babies. They already got the children. And now they're like, all right, left they broke asses. All right, so let's play the video.
Yeah.
47.
47. There you go right there. Right about 8. That's about the time. Listen to what they're saying because these are the things I've been telling you about. 47.
45.
Oh.
45. That's the age that they really jump off, right before 50. Right before 50 is the jump off point because they're like, I still have time to find another mate potentially and find the love of my life, travel, and all of that shit. So that's a typical jump off point.
Oh, wow, I was way off. What is one change that you've made that has dramatically improved the quality of your life?
You want to say it together? Getting divorced.
All right, so look, divorce is contagious. What do I tell you? Divorce is contagious. No, they probably knew each other before the divorce. And then they probably plotted with each other. Yeah, you gonna jump, I'm gonna jump, you gonna jump. And they probably went to girls' nights out and had fun and you gonna do it. Yep. So they knew each other. They probably look like they're related, but divorce is contagious. These are things that I tell you. So let's take a look here. So they're both happy. I don't care if they're happy. Shout out to them. Looks like they're in, I can't tell. All right.
Leaving their broke ass behind.
Leaving they broke ass behind. That's your future wife right there. That's your future ex-wife. All right.
Behind.
Can you tell me about that?
It's a decision that I should have made a long time prior.
What do I tell you? What do I tell you? Now, I've said the same thing. What do I tell you? They already made that decision way before they struck. Way before they struck. It wasn't an overnight decision. It was a decision, events, years, weeks, months that went by. And they were like, we should do it. We should do it. All that whole time, they was with you. They was hanging out. They was fucking you. They might have gave you head 4 times a year. And then they pulled the trigger. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Like the like button. Oh, I should have made it a long time ago. But they going through anniversaries and vacations with you. He got to sit there and look at this long horse face. I mean, this is what we're doing. They're saying everything I'm telling you.
Prior to when I made it, so it kind of felt like freeing. Everything went up from there.
My life went up from there.
Get married at a certain age.
This is right here. You get married at a certain age. She was 24. Now she's 45. She's a different person. I graduated. I'm not the 24-year-old anymore. I'm now a grown woman. I don't need that no more. Or the guy that I picked at 24, it was cool when we were 24. Now we're 40. I see him for who he is. I don't want it no more. All right. So this is what I'm telling you. I've been telling you this exact same thing.
And then you grow, and sometimes you realize that the person you married isn't necessarily the one that you're going to age with.
Damn, the person that you marry isn't going to be the person you age with.
He was great when I was younger.
He was great when I was younger. Dude, have I not been telling you this? But guys, every time I say it, it sounds like, oh my God. But when women say it, they put the piano behind it and a violin and a harp. And it makes sense. And I'm like, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said would happen in the marriage will. Word for word, bar for bar. That's exactly what I said. But I'm not happy. Why do people act like I'm telling you something that's crazy? But I'm like, dude, that's what happens. What they're saying happens. And then all of a sudden, your kids are living out of a backpack. All of a sudden, you poor and on child support. All of a sudden, you living in your car, the storage unit. But you hear the piano in the back, they make it sound flowery. And she puts the words to it. You know, I was just wanted to feel better and my life went up and I graduated. You know, the person I was with younger, I said the same thing. They're going to do the exact same thing. And y'all call me a damn demon. Right? Y'all think I'm a demon out here. Jesus.
And then as I got older, I needed something else. He just didn't fit my lifestyle anymore.
Didn't fit my lifestyle. She probably a Lily Lintlicker with that other woman.
What's the biggest lesson you have from each of those marriages?
A personal growth. I needed to be in that relationship in order to propel myself at.
Man, that's some cold shit. I can't rewind it. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Dude, if I said what she said and attributed that to women, y'all would call me crazy. She said, I needed that at that time of my life to propel myself up, to prop myself. Ma'am. She used him as a stepping stone to thought and plot to elevate her marketplace value. Brothers, come on, man. Are you not listening to me? Are you not listening? This is exactly what I say. This is an inadvertent raising of a person's marketplace value. She was down here. She needed him to push her up. And she jumped off, dropped his ass off at the family court pay window and said, I'll take it from here. But you guys call me an evil guy. This is her saying the exact same thing. Woo, wait. Guys, do you want to be a stepping stone? Do you want to be a starter husband? Because that's what you are. I needed to prop myself up to a higher level. Then I enacted my hypergamy. And then I monkey branch to whatever, a career, a better life, a house. I got the house in the end. I got the car. I got the kids and some child support and alimony. Man, y'all better listen. I can't rewind it. Y'all better listen.
At a higher level. I would say listen to your intuition. When I made the decision to leave the marriage, I had a lot of naysayers saying, your life will not get better. This is what it is. Accept it. And I refused. And I listened to my gut, my intuition, and I'm in a much better place in every aspect.
In every aspect. Woo-wee. Hey, man. Don't ever say I didn't tell y'all the truth. Don't ever say I didn't tell y'all the truth. My goodness gracious. All right, we got this evil world we live in. We have former mayor of San Francisco, Willie Brown, out here running his mouth on Kamala Harris, okay? Kamala Harris called him an albatross, something that would not go away. Kamala Harris has been running from her past. I showed you a video where she was out here thought and plotting with Mayor Willie Brown, and they asked is that your daughter? And she was like, oh, no. So Kamala Harris knew what she was on. She was on a mission. But Now Willie Brown speaking out on an interview with the Art of Dialogue, and he says, and he admits he still loves his ex-girlfriend, Kamala Harris, in which he had an affair with when she was in her 20s, paid her $150,000 a year for 2 separate jobs, paid her rent, and gave her a car. And now she's raised her heights to the presidency, incites to the presidency of the United States. He says right here, he addresses the people accusing Kamala Harris of not being black. Let's listen to the former mayor of San Francisco, former sugar daddy of Kamala Harris.
To the people, and this has been a wide-running conversation. You've had a personal relationship with Kamala Harris, as well as a professional relationship. For the people who say that Kamala Harris is not black, what do you say to that?
I would say that I'm smiling, frankly, in answer to the question, because Kamala Harris is as much of a black woman as I have ever been associated with, or in any fashion. As a matter of fact, I've often wondered, how can I get her not to say some of the things she would say, or not to take some position that I thought was not good, but I did not ever view her as being other than black. Never in life. And I still don't view her as being other than black. And by the way, I don't think she views herself as being other than black. I think her commitment to her mother was Indian, East Indian. I think her commitment to her father, who's a Jamaican. I think in each of those cases, people have forgotten that those are people with the same African heritage. That everybody, her color, my color, and their color, actually has. At one time, white folks used to say in this country that you had 1 cent of black blood in you. You were black.
Okay.
When we were enforcing Jim Crow, that is exactly how they put it.
All right. I talked about this the other day. I mean, so you're taking a page out of the white folks, all right? So I don't understand. Is that white supremacy you're upholding or what? I mean, so you're saying because of white supremacy who made laws against blacks, and the fact that you had 1 drop of black blood put you in the bottom rung, you're going to uphold that standard of making people black? You're upholding white supremacy. That's what he just admitted that. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here? I mean, like, wow. All right, let's listen to Hambone talk one more time.
And suddenly, because her father is Jamaican, and her mother is East Indian,
You're Jamaican,
somehow
crazy.
that makes her less than black. It doesn't. By their standards, that ought to be a certification of her blackness, so to speak. But it serves their purpose, period. And that is not, in my opinion, erasable. And I think the fact that she married a person of Jewish faith doesn't make her a Jew.
I'm not going to say
there's a whole lot of other
race,
things
what people,
that makes
we
the
know
combination
I can't say
thereof.
that.
Oh, man, that's hypocritical. So that don't make her that? Okay.
And I just wished in this political world we could get off of having to justify our ethnicity and our culture beyond our qualifications.
I also want to say that just as an observation, I was sitting and looking at a picture of you and Kamala back in '94.
Okay.
You guys made a great couple. She was very beautiful then. She's very beautiful now. Do you still love her?
Very much so.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right. He loves her.
To the people, and this has been a wide-running.
All right, so let's just let you guys know. I'll show you him and Willie Brown right there. Let's go ahead and show you her and Willie Brown. I'll show this again. A lot of people haven't seen this video.
He's a rogue, all right, notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine.
All right, so fine women, flashy clothes, fine parties. And who you're going to see right there, that's Willie Brown right there in the brown suit. He's about 50 years younger. Guess who he's with? A 24-year-old, 26-year-old, 27-year-old, young, future possible president of the United States. She's going to see it right here. Let's play the video.
Fine women.
Are you his daughter? No, I'm not.
All right. Are you his daughter? No, I'm not. There she is right there.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm going to come.
All right. Oh, no. Donald Trump out there. There she is right there. So that's what Willie Brown says he's still in love with.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right. That's what he says he's still in love with right there. There's your president. There's your future president of the United States right there if Donald Trump doesn't win. Willie was out there, had him young and dumb.
Are you a freshman at the university?
No.
You look like a freshman.
All right. She looking good right there, too, with that lusciously silk Indian hair. All right. Yes, indeed. She looking good right there. And she showing her teeth out here. Look at her.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
And she looked like she was up to no good, didn't she? She looked like she was starting and plotting. By the way, Willie Brown was married at the time and, monetized woman. She got her way to the top. Yes, indeed. This is how she got up there, man. This is how he helped her become appointed the attorney general of the California and also a senator for California. All right, which was almost impossible for her to become a senator because Dianne Feinstein and Barbara Boxer had that thing on lock. All right, so she got up in there, if I'm not mistaken. No, they weren't senator. They were from the House of Representatives. One of them was a senator. Dianne Feinstein was a senator. All right. And there's only 2 senators in the state, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So, yeah, she got to one of them. I mean, that was an amazing feat in amongst itself. Shout out to Dianne Feinstein right there, making an appearance on the CGA channel right here. Dianne Feinstein. Okay.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
All right. What do we got here? It's the evil world we live in. This woman says, okay, man, these are some long ass videos. Maybe I'll have to save these for tomorrow. It's another long video. Okay, we'll fight through it. Here we go. What does this woman have to say right here?
Lies I used to tell myself, but I thought was the truth when I was single before I got married, was men are intimidated by me. I thought because I had a house, a car, been driving BMW since I was 24 years old, I thought that because I made a lot of money, that men just couldn't handle it. They were intimidated and they were turned off because I was doing better than them. That is one of the biggest lies or the things that we think when really the problem is us. If you find yourself saying, well, men are just intimidated by me, I make too much money, they don't like that I'm just direct and I stand up for myself. If you keep getting that kind of results from men, most likely it's not because they're intimidated, they just don't like you. And I'm not trying to say this to be mean or to be like nasty, but that was what I was going through. They thought I was attractive. They liked being around me, but they just weren't into me because the way that I exuded my ego. A lot of women don't realize when they make money and they have all these accomplishments, the ego drives the conversation. It drives your energy, how you carry yourself, how you interact with men, where your ego is like, well, because you're not on my level, da 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 da. And nobody wants to be treated like that, man or woman. I'll give you guys a perfect example.
Okay. All right. No. We're not going to do all that. I don't have no patience anymore. Shout out to her. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. A lot of women do use that. These guys are intimidated by me. So if you do express any concerns about something that she's doing, maybe her social butterflying, her calendar, her academic calendar, whatever it is, maybe her job, how many hours she works, maybe if she's going to networking events and she has to make time for you and pencil you in. All right. Yeah. A lot of women will say when you reject that, you say, well, and then they'll say you're intimidated by me. She's actually saying it's not true. And I'm not going to let her speak that long, but she said it's not true. She has to look within herself and said, I live with my ego and my ego is not my amigo. But yeah, there are some women that still believe that guys are somehow intimidated by whatever they're doing and got going on in their life, which I think is hogwash. I think it's funny to use the word intimidated because that's not what they're intimidated by. Like, we're not intimidated that you might, I mean, I guess if you're young and you don't have much, But we're not intimidated by your 3 Series BMW. We're not intimidated by your Mercedes CLK or CLA. We're not intimidated by that, although, you know, most men are trying to figure out their way up in the world, so they might be a little bit that if the woman is but by the time you're same age dating in your 30s, you're not intimidated by that. That's something that they're intimidated by with you. But sometimes guys will push and try to be a part of these people's lives, and they're preoccupied. They're busy. And that's kind of what she's saying. She was just making herself busy trying to lead with that, and it turned men off. It's not a turn on. You know, unfortunately, we have a lot of women that think that's a turn on. Okay, enough about that. That's an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right, I'm going to check the super chats. There's not that many, I'm pretty sure. But what we'll do is we'll get right into crime and law. CGA. Yeah, we got that coming up here. Let me check on these other apps. Where's my phone? All right. I was waiting for something to come through, and it didn't come through tonight. All right, so shit happens. Okay, let's see what we got. We got Maryland guy over on PayPal. Shout out to Maryland guy. Appreciate you, Maryland guy. He says, Maryland guy, coach, I've been within earshot of a group of women when they're describing their ideal kind of man, and it's everything that I'm not. Tall, handsome, head full of hair, chiseled jawline, and whatever. No regards to our feelings whatsoever. Well, yeah, it's an evil world out there, isn't it? But, you know, that don't mean you can't smash.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right. That don't mean you ain't gonna smash, because yeah, it's gonna be smashable. All right, you will be able to smash because there's only so many men to go around. But there's other things, you know, if you don't have a chiseled jawline, you could grow a beard. All right, and make your beard chiseled jawline. I like, look, my jawline looks chiseled. All right, so there's a lot of things women say that they have an ideal man. And here's the thing about it. This is a thing that soul crushes men. It's because a lot of us play the middle, right? We're intermediary. Yeah, I guess that's it. A lot of us are playing. We're in a position with a woman that if another ideal man came along, she would bump you off. Yeah, this is the truth. I know a lot of women are like, not me, I'm loyal. But in a sense, especially when you're young and you don't fit the ideal man, that don't mean she gonna be single. Now, a lot of women are growing to learn, I'm gonna just go get the guy that I want. They'll grow into that later on. But when you're in your 20s and 30s, yeah, you're just a guy. And if you don't fit that, at some point, when she gets tired of it, she'll go find that. She'll go attempt to find it. That's sure. That's the absolute truth. I mean, she'll make room for the guy that is that. Like if you're short and it don't work out, if a taller guy comes up, yeah, she'll be like, she'll open her heart out for it. For sure. If you're broke, she'll go with a guy with money and give it to him. Now, here's where you can find out. Placeholder. Here's where you can find out. If your woman constantly disrespecting you, you're a placeholder. That's not your girl. All right, that's your girl temporarily. And one of the reasons she disrespects you, and you might be together, but she comes home, she pissy, she moody, she cranky. You know what I mean? You like, damn, what's wrong with you? You know what it is? She looking at you like, I can do better. Chris Rock said this. I can do better than this. I deserve more. And we had 2 Gorditas just saying this, so don't think I'm making it up. 2 Gorditas was just on my show saying this. Oh, it was fine when I was in my 20s, but now I'm older now. But when she is disrespecting you and dissing you and snarky and sassy, these are signs that you ain't that guy. Now, that don't mean she gonna stay single and alone. This happens a lot, especially in poor areas. When you're in poor areas, impoverished areas, she needs you. She'll use you. You can live up in there, but you ain't that guy. You ain't that guy. So she constantly disrespected your ass. You know damn for sure you ain't that guy. Just understand that that's your role. If that guy came, she gone. The problem is he's probably never going to come. But that don't mean she ain't going to seek him out. That don't mean that she ain't going to try to make something work. She'll keep his ass on the side. This is a fact. This is a fact of life. If you think that ain't a fact, I'm telling you, brothers. If you think that ain't a fact, you can forget it. All right. They do this all day long. If that guy came along and she was on vacation, she'd be sucking him off. And we would do the same thing. Shout out to Jahari Russell says, salute. Appreciate you for being here. We got somebody that dropped the bag. Did we? We got the dictator says the new breakfast of champions, Plan B and water. All right. Shout out to the Plan B. Apparently on larger women, Plan B is less effective. Okay. All right. Shout out to our brother, Christopher R is in the building, says support. Shout out to Christopher. I appreciate you, sir. We got some brothers here on the Venmo action. And if this is the case, guys, it's okay, man. I'm telling you, man, one day you'll grow out of it. One day you won't care no more. You'll be like, I don't care no more. I don't care. But yeah, the constant disrespect is a clear sign that she don't really want to be with you no more. 100%. Lurker says, holy crap, CGA. There's a clip, a short clip of Tim Waltz accidentally calling Kamala a prostitute on stage. Oh, somebody's got to give me that clip. I'll play it tomorrow if you give it to me right there.
Oh, the humanity.
When did he say that? All right. Royce J. I'm talking about she would suck somebody off, not y'all. All right, I don't know. All right, so somebody send me that clip. John Doe. If one drop of black blood makes you black, then why are we allowing Kendrick Lamar to call Drake a colonizer? He says, I'm done with this ass backward race. In the words of the angry man, I'm black in name only. Shout out to the Beano Nation. I don't get that. How is Drake not black, man? He not like us. They not like us. They not like us. So he's not black. But he just said in Jim Crow South, in the South, and in the laws, if you had a drop of blood, you were black. The one drop rule. But Drake's not black. Like, I mean, that is, again, it's one of those things that they can take away from you, but you can't give away. The minute you give it away, something's wrong with you. But they can take it away. Nah, not you, but you. You, yes. On a woman that has no, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. But again, that's just white supremacy. People just, yeah, his father's clearly black. I mean, all of black. And an American black at that. So, I mean, I guess it don't count. It is absolutely crazy, bro. I can't keep up with it. Shout out to April Returns to Eden says, Willie Brown looks awesome for 90. Player he was. Is Willie Brown 90? He's doing good. He talks like an old man, though. Let me see how old he is. Says he is Willie Brown. Well, that's a common name. All right. Mayor Willie Brown. 90 years old. Yeah, he does look great for 90. Yeah, he does look great for 90. There it is right there. 90 years old. 90, fam. Boy, I could wish I was 90. Oh, by the way, yeah. So stay healthy, man. Stay healthy. And he was out there having a party. He was getting his freak on out here, bruh. Willie Brown was out there beating the brakes off of some punani back in the day. Look at him. He out there shining. He out there leaning. He out there having a party. He was out there with white women. Look at him. Look at him. Look at all them white women. Oh, there go Kamala right there. There she is in the corner right there on the right side of your screen, the lower corner. She all in the video. Where's his wife at? I think that's his wife on the far left. You see her, that white woman right there? I think that's his wife. I might be wrong, though. But she all in the video. Damn, she been at it since the 90s, fam. This ain't no accident. This ascent to the top, Kamala planned this from the rip. She knew what she was doing, man. She was up in there, heels up, letting them, right up the Duke shoot. Whatever it is, getting dookie, whatever it is. She said, I got to do whatever I need to do to get to the top. since the 90s. All right, thoughting and plotting. Look at her. Teeth showing and giggling. She always giggling. She always just... She just laughing and sniggling all the time. All right, and there you go. 90 years old. Got 24-year-old Kamala up, legs up. She probably got some pretty feet back then, too. She had some nice feet. Look at him. Look at him. He out there, look. He got the flat back, about to break her hip. All right, look, gone. Look at him. He got a white woman there. She's showing teeth, too. This ninja had a whole reign of terror in San Francisco. The 90s was wild. Look, he got white women drinking. All right, yep. Oh, there she is. The star of the show. Yeah, there she is. Oh, she was nice back in the day, too. She was nice. She's a nice piece of calico. All right, anyway. Shout out to our brother MS81. He says, I feel like, he says right here, I feel like when people don't hear you or hear what you're saying, he says, back in 2021, I told my boys that the next presidential election was going to be men going red while women going blue. Shout out to you, man. Yes, indeed. All right. Yep. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. We're splitting up as a people here, but it shouldn't surprise people because we're independent of each other now. We are. I mean, could you imagine living in a household where you vote in this election where you're voting for different parties? All right. That is crazy, man. I couldn't even imagine that. That would be a volatile situation. Crime and law CGA. Let's get some crime in here. Uh-oh. What's going on with my stream? All right. My stream is all messed up. All right, here we go right here. Crime and law CGA. Let's get some crime on your TV. All right, here we go right here. First story up for bid. Crime and law CGA. Miss Switzerland, finalist, is strangled and pureed in a blender by her husband. The killer used a jigsaw and garden shears to dismember the victim.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, my goodness.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
All right, my computer is lagging all of a sudden. They don't like it. All right. Yeah, my goodness gracious. This is terrible. This is terrible, gentlemen. Okay, the 38-year-old was found deceased at her home outside of Basel in February. A former Miss Switzerland, that's not him, by the way. There she is right there. All right, man, what an evil world out here, brothers. Damn. Okay, this is a little pureed in a blender. Oh, my Lord. All right, this guy crazy. And there's, well, we can't call it, what is his name? What would his name be in Sweden? Franz? Franz is tripping, fam. Franz, you're doing too much, fam. It says right here, Miss Switzerland, a former Miss Switzerland finalist, was allegedly strangled and dismembered with a jigsaw and garden shears before he pureed her in a blender. Oh, my goodness. This is too much. Her name is Kristina Jakimanovic. She was found in February somewhere in the Basel area of Switzerland. Her husband, who was also named by pseudonym Thomas in the local media, his name is Thomas or Tomas, age 41, had an appeal for release from custody rejected today from the federal court somewhere in Switzerland after admitting to have deleted his wife. An ongoing investigation concluded today that there were concrete indications of mental illness underlying the case. Well, the husband is reported to have claimed that he deleted her in self-defense after she came at him with a knife. All right, not the knife.
Now I got to cut you.
Not the knife. He then reportedly said he dismembered the ex-model with whom he had 2 children with in a panic. All right, that definitely is a flatback supreme. All right, well, not supreme, but that, yeah, well, she's a model. And there she is right there. Yep, flatback's out. Nope, she got her feet out too. Mother of 2. Her body was found on the evening of February 13th. Investigators determined that Kristina had been strangled. How did they know? He pureed her. All right, an autopsy concluded that the body was then dismembered in the laundry room with a jigsaw, knife, and garden shears. Body parts were then chopped up with the hand blender, pureed, and dissolved into a chemical solution. My goodness. All right, man.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, he was arrested and all of that stuff. My goodness. The couple who got married in 2017 lived overlooking scenic views from a spacious semi-detached home in the affluent area of Basel. And there they are right there. There's the two children. And dang, there she is. Flatback's gone. All right, definitely her implants. What did he do with the implants? All right, I'm pretty sure, the implants have serial numbers on it. Yep, there's a flatback. And she got her flatbacks out right there. Gone, man. That is absolutely crazy. I guess she's from Serbia originally. That explains the flatbacks. All right, tall, long legs right there. And she was in the finalist for the 2008 Miss Switzerland contest. All right, so there it is. He's claiming self-defense. I don't know about that, man. That is crazy extreme. Crime and Law CGA. Dave Grohl makes the CGA news right here. He announces the birth of a daughter, but it's outside of his marriage.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay. All right, for the black people in the audience, Dave Grohl right here. Fabulous, fantastic member of the Foo Fighters. All right. Dave Grohl has announced that he recently became the father of a new baby daughter, but it was born outside of his marriage. Quote, I plan on being a loving, supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I am doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. And he wrote in a statement here, we're grateful for your consideration towards our children involved as we move forward. He has 3 daughters with his wife, Jordan. And it says his eldest daughter, Violet, is a touring member of the Foo Fighters. All right, so there it is right there. Man, terrible situation right there. Nirvana. All right. Founding member of Nirvana. Founding member. All right, shout out to him, man. Yeah, damn, that's a whole L. Yeah, man. Imagine. And how old is David? How old is Dave here? Let's pull it up here. You got it right here. Here we go right here. How old is Dave? Let's see how old he is here. Let's see here. Let's pull him up. How old is he? He's 55. Again, gentlemen, like 55 years old. So imagine you're 55 years old. I mean, you're even married in 55 and you got an outside baby coming in. So that's 73 child support till 73. All right. Yeah, Ninja, you going to be touring like the Grateful Dead. Ninja, you going to be on tour like the Grateful Dead. You're going to be singing Nirvana songs until you 80, my ninja. All right. Goodness gracious. Yeesh. All right, he going to be doing Smelling Like Teen Spirit at 75. Woo! My goodness. That's a little bit too much for me, man. Oh, boy. That's an L. All right, Crime and Law CGA. What do we got here? Uber driver allegedly confesses to graping and deleting Shanti Dixon after picking her up from work at a strip club. What is going on with these bitches? All right. Okay. An Uber driver confesses to graping and killing a young mom he picked up from work at an Indianapolis strip club, according to the cops. The driver, Francisco Valadez, age 29, was arrested Tuesday in the gruesome death of Shanti Dixon, age 30, who was found the day before with fatal deletion gunshot wounds in a wooded area behind her home. All right, so there's Shanti Dixon, 30 years old. It says Assistant Chief of Police Kathleen Cummings agreed, saying the horrible attack hits differently for women. Women, girls, mothers, and have their own right to exist freely in the community, especially being a Skripper. Dixon was found in the wooding area behind her house with a fatal gunshot wound, according to the court docs. By looking at their phone, detectives learned Valadez gave Dixon a ride home through the Uber app at 3 10:34 a.m. Monday and went to his house to question him. Valadez allegedly gave cops 2 different stories before admitting to shooting Dixon in the back of the car. All right, he had to clean that up. There she is right there. There she is right there. That's where she is. 30 years old, stripper, and single mammy. It says right there, he told police that he picked up Dixon, but an armed black man came to the car and tried to rob her. All right, 1-800-DIAL-A-NINJA. He added that the suspect shot Dixon in the thigh and that she tried to kick him out of the door and he fled the scene. He also said that he had cleaned the blood out of the car. All right, police also spoke to Valadez's mom, who said her son owned a gun that he regularly carried. He had later admitted to sexually assaulting Dixon, during which she insulted his body. What? Okay. Maybe he paid for her. Maybe he was paying her for an extra, little something, something. All right, so that's what it sounds like, potentially in, all right. Maybe, I'm not sorry. He later admitted to sexually assaulting Dixon, during which she insulted his body, causing him to become so enraged that he shot her in the head. After the shooting, he dragged her lifeless body out of the car before trying to have sex with her dead body. The victim's mom, Rise Dixon, remembered her daughter as a fun-loving person and a ball of life. All right, so there she is right there, man. Wowzers. Just like that. So she's 30 years old, has a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old. Quick maths. Okay. She had the child when she was about 17. So probably pregnant at 16. And so forth and so on. And that definitely doesn't mean you need to get shot and deleted like that. Somebody tried to insinuate that this person was watching Gred Pill content. I have no idea. But he tried to whip that little chorizo out, and she said, nope. Okay. Man, what an evil world is out here, man. It's crazy. Do I have more crime and law? I do. I have another one. This might be an older story. OnlyFans model stabs her boyfriend and pretends nothing happens. Okay, this is a different story other than the Miami story, so let's listen to this story right here.
Hello.
Hi.
We got a call for a noise complaint, and we can hear you guys talking about blood, so we're here.
I mean, blood is normal, but...
Okay, we just need to check on everybody because it's all over your pants.
I mean, yeah, but...
Upon arriving at the scene, the officer immediately heard loud voices suggesting a fight outside the flat, hinting at a potentially dangerous situation. Responding carefully, the officer approached to evaluate the scene and step in if needed to stop any harm.
Who else is here with you?
My ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
We were in an argument, we were drunk, we're drinking, so...
Okay, what was the argument about?
Not that I can mostly remember most of it, but most of it was more that he was looking at more like other females' ass. It wasn't nothing.
All right, so she's an OnlyFans model. So you got millions of guys or hundreds of guys looking at your ass, and you're mad that he's looking at another woman's ass, and you stab him. Oh, boy, the knives come out here.
Now I got to cut you.
All right. It's just like, wait. So it's your ex-boyfriend, and he was talking about looking at another girl's ass, and I flipped out.
Now I got to cut
All right, but you're supposedly an OnlyFans model, and you show other people your ass? Like,
now I got to cut you.
The contradictory nature of this disagreement is beyond me.
Too big, but
okay.
I obviously turned it into something big, but...
Okay, so how do you get the cuts on him?
I actually don't remember.
Of course you don't. Yep, I don't remember. All right, well, that's kind of smart. I don't know.
Now I got to cut you.
I don't know. All right, here we go right there. Damn, what an evil world we live in out here, man. That's Crime and Law CGA for the day. Perfect segue into the main event. All right, perfect segue to the main event. It is said. Main event. Let's get the sound effect. All right, main event. Why don't I have it? I don't have anything here. I don't have a thing here. Okay. I guess we'll pull it up here. This is the main event. Let's put this up right here. OnlyFans creators made more money last year than every single NBA salary combined. All right, shout out to the girls making money online. We're going to dive into these statistics real quick. Statistics. And we're going to look at the OnlyFans platform. Yes, this has been since about 2016. I want to say 2016, 2017 when OnlyFans came out. And a lot of people thought that this would be, you know, a society thing that will change the face of the world, right? Kevin Samuels got popular by saying that a girl is going to have OnlyFans and it's going to go away. And she's going to have to work at Subway. He actually, that one clip allowed Fresh and Fit to go past me in subscribers, right? And that brought on the rise of the Fresh and Fit. So you can thank OnlyFans for that. You can thank Kevin Samuels for that. But here's the thing about this. This is something that our society has wrestled with for a long time. And the reality is that we're wrestling with it because we're seeing women become monetized. I've been saying we live in a monetized marketplace where women are figuring out that that is going to be a suitable avenue to pursue. And we once thought it was going to go away because OnlyFans was thinking about going away. They weren't getting the investors. They were trying to become a legitimate platform, which we're going to get to in a minute. They are making a push for other content creators to come onto the space and make money, not just through prawn. However, I would say prawn is probably 90%, 80% certainly of their income and revenue. And since it was going away, everybody thought that these women would be shit out of luck. Well, we're going to take a look at this. They said combined. We're going to take a look at how many of these content creators are, who's making the money, and all of that. But let's take a look at it. They said $6.6 billion was earned through all of the OnlyFans content creators last year. And then they compared that to the $4.9 billion between the 500 or so NBA players. And we're going to take a look at the average income because a lot of these guys make a lot of money. All right, one guy makes a ton of money. So people are going to say there's more creators than players. All right, but that's still a fantastic feat to be able to overcome that. Matter of fact, let's look at it. Let's break down the numbers. According to the AI on Google, as of 2023, there were 4.12 million creators on the site, which is a lot. I mean, we're talking about wives, girlfriends. I know people are like, not really. All right, but there's girlfriends on there. I mean, there's women, there's girlfriends. I mean, let me take this down. Okay, so there's girlfriends on there. There's women in relationships. There's married women. There's a variety of women that are using this as a platform to earn the little bit of money they're earning. Okay, so, you know, we want to wish that they're not making money and so forth and so on, and that this is inconsequential. But this is a lot of creators. Again, all of these aren't women, and it's all not prawn. In fact, the AI suggests that the platform allows creators to share a variety of content, including fitness, cooking, music, makeup, and gaming. And they're all on there. I mean, you know, I have an OnlyFans account. I don't have anything on it, but I claim my name before anybody else would because I know sucker MCs. They claim my name on every site. So it's there. I mean, a lot of variety of content creators there. There's people doing hair and makeup. There's comedians on there. There's people fishing on there. So it's not just the women. But those aren't the primary earners. Let's take a look here. 4.12 creators. And let's pair that against Instagram, where Instagram is said to have 65 million active influencers. Okay. 65 million. With 207 million in the world considered professional creators. Now let's pair that against OnlyFans' number. OnlyFans number, 4.12 million. Instagram professional creators, 207 million. All right, 207 million active professional creators. So that still dwarfs Instagram. Now, I would love to see the Instagram numbers in terms of what they make. YouTube has 64 million YouTube creators. All right, but I don't know if they can actually call those creators. You know what I mean? According to Social Blade, YouTube has 64 million. Pair that against OnlyFans, 4.12 million. Just as a means to correct. So it says right here. The average income for an OnlyFans creator was nearly $1.3 million, with total payouts of $5.32 billion. All right, the numbers aren't exactly the same, but they're saying the average income for an OnlyFans creator was $1.3 million. Again, we're going to take a look at these numbers, but they named a couple of creators here making $2.6 million with 26,000 fans on 2 profiles. We have another young lady that's made $730,000 per month with 50,000 subscribers. Another one says, okay, they didn't have it. And another one says earn almost $500,000 by connecting with their fans. All right, I'm not going to name the names because I'm not in the position to promote. Let's go over the real averages. Top 10% of OnlyFans content creators earn about $1,000 a month. Okay, $1,000 a month, the top 10%. The top 1% generate about $6,000 monthly. And the top 0.1% OnlyFans model generate about $100,000 every month. Okay, every month. So that's the real numbers here. So most women do not make a lot of money, just like in the NBA. Most people don't make what you think the NBA contracts are. Let's look at the NBA salaries, just so you can see what we're working against. What happened to my NBA? Okay, here we go right here. Let's look at the NBA salaries. All right, NBA salaries. So, yes, there's less NBA players, but they're making a boatload of money. All right, and so I'm not pocket watching here, but take a look at the money that these men are scheduled to make, and it's only going to go up because of streaming and collective bargaining agreements and whatever. So the money's not going down. In fact, if you look at Steph Curry, he's going to make $55 million this year. He's the highest paid, and he's going to make $62 million in 2 years. And this man is, he's on his last leg. This is his last hurrah, last possible big contract. Maybe he'll get another one after this. But look at these numbers. $51 million over here. Bradley Beal, $50 million. I mean, a lot of these people are not household names, and they're making $50 million a year. And yeah, they're just playing basketball. All right, $49 million over here. Devin Booker, 49. Paul George, 49. Now we'll go all the way down to the number 50th man on the roster. The 50th man is making $30 million. All right, and that is Jerami Grant. All right, a lot of these are not household names now. Isaiah Hardenstein, $30 million. All right, Devin Vassell, $30 million. Okay, so let's go down to the top 100th player in the NBA. That is Bogdan Bogdanovic, $17 million. All right, I'm trying to name names that I probably never seen before. Who is this one? Luguentz Dortz, $16 million. And let's go down to the 150th player. By the way, there's 500 players in the NBA. 150 player, Matisse Thybulle is making $11 million a year annually. Moving down to the top 250, they're making $4 million a year. $5 million a year. Okay, so that's still a lot of money, and that would still trump OnlyFans content creators. But we're still talking about less than household names. 300 is making $3 million a year. And let's go all the way down to the bottom and see what that looks like. The bottom is making, there you go, 6 figures. Now we're getting into the 6 figures. All right, $500,000. $500,000. So these are 10-day contract people. They might have got 2 drinks, 2 cup of coffees, and got a good 10-day contract and then a yearly contract. But the last one, player number 600, player 598, made $77,000. All right. It is right there. So, yeah, man, I mean, that is a lot of money, especially to play basketball, for sure. But Yuki Kawamura, $1.1 million. All right, so we often look at it and say the OnlyFans girls are the bane of society. But there's a lot of dudes that don't even see the court making millions of dollars. All right, at all. All right. They making millions of dollars playing ball, and don't even get started on the YouTubers. Right? Don't even get started on the YouTubers, because then you all gonna be looking at me. All right, but anyway. So yeah, the $6.6 million does make it interesting that does trump the NBA salaries, and these are mega salaries. Oh yeah, only 600 people, but you're talking about people making 50, 30, 20, 10, 11 million dollars, and you ain't never heard of these ninjas. Right, you never heard of them. Then it went all the way down to the bottom, 1 million. All right, so yeah, these are large salaries to be able to dwarf that amount of players with OnlyFans. Yes, with 4 million people. But again, let's take a look at the numbers here. Only a small percentage of them are making the boatload of the money. Let's go ahead and show you that again, just so you can see it. Only the top, really 1% are making the most money. The bottom 98%, 99% are not making that much money, just relatively. However, it's a nice chunk of change, right? It's a nice chunk of change, right? The top 1% making the most money, with a lot of people making a shit ton of money, $1 million. Okay, now here's the problem. Now we're going to talk about where we are as a society, because people have reacted to this and they said, men are weak. It's the simp economy. I've made conversations about this. I just attribute it to this is the monetized woman. This is the new woman. This is the woman that you guys are trying to figure out, and they're trying to figure themselves out too. And not only monetized with OnlyFans, they're monetized across the board. The young woman talked about it. Men are intimidated by me because I have a car and a career and a job and a degree, and I got a, So they're trying to figure themselves out in a world where they're making money for the first time in their lives. Great money. First time in our country, women have made money. And now some of them are making money. Well, Kamala Harris made money as a sugar baby. She's going to be president. She could be president. This is where we're at, and we're having a hard time adjusting to who are women now. Women said they don't need no man. They want a man, but they don't need one. Why? Because they're monetized in a variety of ways. And now this is the new woman. Dating has become monetized. The woman that said earlier, the woman I call the witchy woman, that's like, I just want somebody to check on me and see if I got groceries, and check on me and see if I need something. So they still want romance. They still want some love and some sex, but it's really on the money now. Let's get into the money part. We're really going to be fully monetized in the next 5 to 10 years. It says the men on OnlyFans aren't only who you think. The men on OnlyFans aren't only who you think. Okay, thank you. I thank you for that. Most are married, and many spouses know they subscribe. This is something that I broke here in this space. I didn't see anybody else talking about it before me, but I wasn't checking either. The simp economy. The simp economy. We think it's lonely, horny men that are paying these women's bills. We think it is losers and incels. Okay, we think it's guys like red pill guys on the side. But really, it's married men. 90% of the subscribers, and I know people are going to say, how would you know this? They've done their data on this one. We'll look at it. The majority of OnlyFans subscribers are not lonely single men, but married men, a new study suggests. Another reason why men subscribe to OnlyFans is that they want to support their favorite creator. Men from all walks of life subscribe to OnlyFans, and there are many different reasons why they do. We're going to see what this is. What is it about? What is it about? And it says, OF, as you may know. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that. We're going to get into who it is. It says, generally speaking, men tend to consume more porn compared to women. And there is an emerging evidence that men are at the center of the largest loneliness epidemic. All right, but because men are staying single. Some experts blame social media and porn for the decline in connections. Given that OnlyFans represents the intersection of the two, it would make sense that lonely single men would be driving the company's success. It's a convenient theory. The only problem, the opposite seems to be true. A majority of OnlyFans subscribers are married men. So the platform may be less of an antidote to loneliness and more of a fidelity cheat code. Okay. Now, I've been breaking down that married men are some of the loneliest men out here. All right. They're super duper lonely. And not only that, they really can't engage in the use of pornography like they want. They got to do it in secret and hide. Also, they're not engaging in connecting with the new monetized women. Right? So there's a new monetized woman that is like nothing like they've seen before if they've been married for 10 years or more. All right? Or maybe less. So they're seeing this and they're like, wow, this is crazy. I would love to be able to talk to my favorite content creator, my favorite Instagram model. Now, unfortunately, we know they're not talking to the model. They're talking to maybe a man. They're talking to Andrew Tate, as he admits that he talks to these type of people. He's engaging in a conversation. A lot of managers or males, they hire other men to engage in conversation. So while the guy thinks he's talking to the creator and creating a relationship and sending tips, it is actually many times these lonely married men are talking to men. All right, they're talking to men. It says the twist comes from one of the first studies to break OnlyFans users' demographic. It says, breakdown says, after surveying 335 men and 383 women aged 18 to 71, researchers found that subscribers on average were 63% male. 63% male, which is interesting, isn't it? I mean, that is 37% female subscribers. All right, 37% are females. Interesting. What? Most of them were white, 68% white men, and 89% married, with 59% of users identifying as hetero and 37% identifying as bisexual and pansexual. So let's break it down right here. What we perceive to be the people who lost their way, creating the simp economy, it's not them. Not to say that they're not doing it, but what we're learning is it's not just the men, it's women. It's not just heterosexual men, it's gay men. It's not just heterosexual men, it's not just gay men, it's gay women. And it's not just men, it's women. So 60-something% were men, but 30-something% were women. Why would women be subscribing to OnlyFans? Now, some of these numbers, the math is all over the place. But of the men, 90% of the men were so of the men subscribers, they were mostly married. Okay. But when the women are subscribing, they're subscribing to see what the other women are doing so that they can emulate it. Remember, there's 4.1 million creators. It would only make sense that some of the women that are creators follow other women who create. Just like Instagram. Instagram has a lot of women that are copying what the women of Instagram are doing. So they're going to follow them. So that if I'm a creator, I follow other creators that I like. So women are going to subscribe to that as well. And also Lily Lintlickers as well are going to subscribe to it. So in our world, we think that it's just lonely simps that are driving this economy, but it's not true. The data tells us it's not true. Okay, it is everything but that. And this article that I'm referencing for the content creators that want to figure this out, this is from Psychology Today. All right, and we reference a lot of Psychology Today information here. So this is from Psychology Today. It's not some random place that I found this, and it was published here August 11th, 2023. So, yep, you got collaborators and a lot of other women supporting other women, and also maybe probably maybe pushing other women's content. Obviously, they would want to see it, and so forth and so on. Okay, but there also are, it says right here, that latter finding may sound unusually high, but a 2022 Gallup poll revealed that bisexual individuals make up a majority of the LGBTQ demographic with 57%. So bisexual people, bi-curious people, that includes probably women as well. There it is right there. And it says 17% of bisexual people marry someone of the opposite sex. So indeed, if they marry somebody and they're bi, they marry, like a bi woman marries a heterosexual male, she may still be interested in women, and this may be an outlet. By the way, I know I know a handful of OnlyFans models, and I can tell you, they look at other girls' content. All right, and a lot of them are bisexual too. So Okay, it's a tricky assumption to believe that married men may not also experience loneliness. I've been saying that. It says they very much can and do experience loneliness. Loneliness might drive some married and single men and women and non-binary individuals to OnlyFans. But the person here that they're quoting believes that OnlyFans use is more about satisfying fantasies and desires, exploring new experiences alone and or with partners, and relieving boredom. A couple of other data here. Another recent study delivered similar results. When researchers analyzed the responses of 425 OnlyFans subs, it says of which 53 identified as male, 45% female. Right? Jesus.
New world order.
Okay. So it's not, again, what they want to say is the incels and the simps and the red pill guys masquerading, the lonely men, the video game players. It's not true. This article breaking down, it is not just those simps. It's not just the guys that the recessed chin that can't get pussy. It's the married guys. It's women. It's bisexuals. It's Lily Lintlickers. It's the LGBTQ that is driving this. It's feminists. It's other female content creators that are driving this lopsided economy right here. And people will not hear me on this one. They will not hear me. They will be like, Coach, you just making excuses. I'm breaking it down for you. Oh, we lost as men. Men are weak. Actually, not really. 45% female, and they said 0.7% as non-binary or gender non-conforming. 82% were currently either in a romantic or a sexual relationship. Oh, my Lord Jesus.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay. 82% of the people that they asked, 82% were currently in either a romantic or a sexual relationship. That blows the lonely single man out of the water. And I've been telling you, the dark side is wild. Once you go over to the dark side, you will find out that it's the pharmacist there, the doctor, it's everybody, the neighbor wife, the MILF, the fat wife over there. All right, the dark side is litty, right? JUCOs, girls in your college dorm, your regular Tamika. It's not just lonely, horny, lazy old simps. So 82% were in a romantic or sexual relationship. I mean, AKA married or had a relationship. And that includes the male, female right there. And it says these researchers also concluded that the content had more of a positive impact on users' relationships and sex lives than a negative one. Quote, many participants in our study reported expansions of their sexual experiences, including new sexual configurations and new relationship configurations. This is associate professor at Chico State University, and that's a highly rainbow school. She suspects that many couples were consuming content individually as well as together, and that most of this consumption was agreed upon. Some participants also reported an interest in exploring consensual non-monogamy with their partners. See, let me just say this. When I'm a content creator that always explores the why. And when I explore the why, I try to tell it to you. Now, not many content creators will do this. They'll just say, these simps, OnlyFans, they're making them rich, and these simps are making them rich. I've been saying for a while that this is the dark side. These are your common couples. These are your lonely husbands. These are not the lonely men of MGTOW. Now, they're there, but those men cannot make up the bulk of the income. Those men cannot make these women billionaires. I've been saying this rise of consensual, non-consensual, monogamy, ethical non-monogamy. These are the rises of what you would call the debaucherous dark side society. This kink, exploration, swingers, You think these married couples are heterosexual and they don't cheat. I'm telling you, these people are out here. There's people that get together and the guy's a cuck, but they look like a loving marital couple. One of them, they're just partners, and both of them see other people. You see what I mean? You think that married people are just automatically monogamous, and I'm telling you, that's not necessarily true. They might have an open relationship. They might explore. They might have rules. They might have a whole bunch of things. They might enjoy pornography together or separately. Okay? And this study is actually panning this out. This is panning out. These are your church pastors. These are married couples. These are old men and old married couples. These are also married couples where the woman is a content creator and the husband helps her make content. It's a bigger problem that needs to be explored rather than just saying these are only simps and these are simps. Yup, these are lonely men. It's bigger than that. Moms and dad, judges, attorneys, doctors. Yes, I'm on the dark side, so I know this, and I'm trying to tell you guys, but y'all ain't gonna listen. Another study of OnlyFans showed consistent results. So this is now the third study that they referenced, and they said this is consistent across the board. This is not made up. This is not a one-off. After about 1/3 of the 822 partnered individuals admitting to fantasizing about consensual non-monogamy, while most wanting to try it, instead of breaking up marriages, they believe OnlyFans may reflect changing views about marriage and relationships. She is working on a follow-up study to investigate the theory. So now we have people that have been married long-term that are trying to figure out how to keep the, what do they say? Keep the spice up their sex life. Now they're going to the dark side. They're coming over to where CGA is. Yes, these are your neighbors, your attorneys, your doctors, your people that you work with. So these are married couples, and this is how they're exploring it, to figure out how to still be married and not break up the family, but continue in ethical non-monogamy, consensual non-monogamy. Oh, man, it's bigger than this. I told you. Man. It's deeper than this. Let me see if I can add one more here, right here. Despite the stereotype about men who watch porn addiction is not considered to be a valid psychiatric diagnosis. That said, more problematic porn used to be linked with more religious upbringings and the sexual baggage it may bring. Wow. So the porn addiction, like I said, is more linked to religious upbringings. I actually showed you. One of the states with the highest pornography addiction is Utah. Utah, which is supposedly family-friendly couples with people with 5 children and 8-bedroom houses. But they have a high porn addiction, and it's based on religious upbringing because of that repression that I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do. Okay, that sexual repression that I said has been dangerous, but it's also dangerous to have this sexual expression that we have. All right, so the sexual repression, pastors, people that got to find a way to look. Okay, it's not the lonely guys that are playing video games. They can go to Pornhub. They know where to go, but it needs to be more than that. All right, you need to keep that. So you got your phone, and they're saying these addictions are not lonely men exclusively. They're sometimes married. They sometimes religious people. And the baggage that comes with it. Porn in general, there is little reason to believe that OnlyFans content is psychologically and universally harmful to those who use it. It's more likely the shame some men have about sex in combination with poor communication in the romantic relationship. And it can lead to secrecy, disillusionment, and distrust, particularly when someone subscribes to an OnlyFans without discussing it with their partner. All right. Let me continue here just to show you where we are going here. I warned you of this right here. And this kind of really started, this openness about female empowerment started really, I mean, it's been going, but it really took off, and I identified this when J-Lo and Shakira performed at the Super Bowl. This is when I had the aha moment. This was about 2020. I think 2020. When did they perform? 2019? 2020. This is right before COVID. All right. So this was like months, weeks before COVID had really landed here. But J-Lo said, what we're going to do is really female empowerment. And that's when I had the aha moment. Empowerment didn't mean they didn't want to be sexually objectified. Because at that point, we were thinking that women did not want to be sexually objectified. They didn't want to be treated like a piece of meat. But then this empowerment talk. And I said, I get it now. Because after the performance, they had got ridiculed for these 50-year-old women going up there gyrating and stripping down a stripper pole. And I'll show you. But the empowerment was that they wanted to be able to objectify themselves and control the money. There was already objectification. Playboy magazine, Penthouse. But there were men running these magazines. Then there was Maxim. Well, women found a way to take those magazines and destroy them. A lot of the women that became their editors and publishers, they basically destroyed the magazine. And they made them more fashion-oriented, and men walked away from it. Men lost interest because you wanted to see girls on trampolines. But the empowerment wasn't to not objectify yourself. The empowerment was to monetize yourself, to be able to have the woman themselves control it. And that's when I said, aha. It's not that women don't want to be scantily clad. It's that they want to control it. So what we're seeing today, Instagram, OnlyFans, and so forth, this monetization of themselves, this empowerment is them controlling their own money. Not that they didn't want to be. So, because as we see now, women are objectifying themselves openly on social media and men are confused. I thought we weren't supposed to objectify you. You can, as long as she's making the money. And that's what J-Lo and Shakira were saying. As long as we're making the money, as long as we control it, as long as we can control how we objectify ourselves, that is the empowerment that we're talking about. That's the empowerment. So now they got panned for this particular thing right here. Super Bowl halftime show, female empowerment or propaganda. That's a review from something there. Did the Super Bowl, this is in here in the AZ Central, did the Super Bowl halftime show objectify women or liberate them? Same thing I've been saying. The song WAP came out soon after that, creating more confusion. Wait a minute, WAP? I thought women didn't want to be objectified. Well, as long as they're controlling it, they're fine with it. Same thing is with the OnlyFans. So the confusion shouldn't be women don't want to be objectified. They just want to control it. They don't want men making the money off of them and pimping them out. And that's what OnlyFans and the likes and Instagram has allowed them to do. So men, there shouldn't be confusion. By the way, what other person can break this down like this? Nobody. The only people going to say is, oh, these simps are making these girls money. Latino opinion, the Super Bowl halftime show was not a display of minority or women empowerment. See, people didn't catch up. They didn't know what was on the horizon. They didn't know what was on the horizon. All right, but this is more feminism. This is feminism, the epitome of feminism, because you thought that women wanted some sort of equality. Well, if that's the case, how come men aren't overwhelmingly making in and raking in $6.6 billion as content creators? One more article, the Super Bowl and the hypersexualization of everything. You see what happened? That was a result of the Super Bowl. So that was a very, very big pivotal movement in the female empowerment for those women to jump out there and do that. J-Lo and Shakira, and I called it out real time. I said, man, this is going to change everything. Now that we understand what they're doing, the hypocrisy of 50-year-old women doing stripper activity, that's going to lead more women into doing it. And on my one final point, and I'll do the super chats. This isn't going away. This isn't going away. This is going to be how it's going to be. We're not going back. Okay, we're not going back. And I don't say this as a doom and gloom. And I'm not saying every woman is going to participate, nor am I saying every man is going to have to consume OnlyFans content. But what I'm saying is this gravy train ain't ending. Women are still will have an opportunity to do this in a variety of ways, whether they get naked or not. But the internet, the biggest websites that have ever been visited on the internet has been pornography. Pornography is $1 billion industry, as you can see. Not only that, I believe they said something like 80% of all web traffic in history has been pornography. Okay, let me pull up the stat. Somebody can get it to me. All right, let me see here. How much? And I think that's per day. I think 80%. Let me see if I can get it. All right, this one says 30%, but I've seen much higher numbers. Like 50%. I've seen 50% as a high number. So of all the internet traffic, let's say this one says 40, this one says 70%. All right, I see a lot of numbers here. But much of the internet traffic all day is actually porn. All right, so that's daily. If we just say half of it is porn, I mean, that's a significant amount of traffic. But yes, I mean, much of what we're doing is, so this is not going away. So you got to learn to probably figure out how to understand that it's not going away. But shaming people, obviously, this article in the Psychology Today, shaming people ain't going to do it. You know why? Why? We got phones. It's private. It's private. I don't got to go to the VCR store. I don't got to go to the movie theater. It's private. It's right here. The only thing that will find it is if I admit to it or you find my phone and you have the password. Okay, so it's not going to stop as long as this exists. It's just going to persist. So what do you have to do? You have to adapt to this marketplace and figure out, number one, change the conversation. These aren't simps. Well, these aren't lonely simps that are driving a $6.6 billion industry. These are women. These are men. These are married men. These are married couples. These are the new partners of our society. This is ethical non-monogamy. This is our new form of sexual gratification. Okay, this is who it is, and you have to get the conversation right to understand what's happening here. Now, do you have to participate? No, I'm not saying you have to participate. I'm saying get the story right so you know what you're walking into, because you're going to walk outside and you're going to then find out a girl you might want to date looks at OnlyFans content, or a girl you want to date is an OnlyFans content creator. Right? That's how it's going to be in the future. Before, you would have to meet an amateur porn girl. It would be rare that you met a girl that did amateur porn. You would have to live in the San Fernando Valley. Not today. She can live in Omaha. She can live in Summerlin, Nevada. She can live right there in the Philippines. There's women in the Philippines got OnlyFans. Okay? So y'all going to the Philippines to find a traditional wife. She got OnlyFans. There's content creators that date girls in the Philippines that got OnlyFans. I mean, that's where we're at. So it's going to be more common that this is going to be something that you might engage in, especially if, and last point, if you're talking about someone highly attractive. If you're talking about someone highly attractive, the likelihood that she doesn't have any form of monetization is really slim and none. 9 and 10s are all monetized. There's no argument. 9s and 10s are monetized. And it would be crazy for her to not be monetized, for her to want to be like, I don't want to monetize my beauty. I want to be a traditional wife. All right? Ain't happening. Ain't happening. She bringing that life into her marriage. Okay, yes, I want to be a traditional wife and I'm going to have my OnlyFans. There's plenty of women doing that. 9s and 10s are highly monetized. Then when you get down to 8, 7, 6, and 5, I mean, look, let's take a look at this woman. This is a woman that's said to be an OnlyFans content creator.
What was the argument?
And she a whole muskrat. She a whole muskrat. So you can't even say, oh, she ugly. That don't mean she ain't going to try. Which means, in effect, some women might try it for a little while. That's what we know over on the dark side. They'll try it. They'll see if they can pop off. And if they don't pop off, they'll say, fuck it. All right, they tried it for a couple of weeks, a couple of months. They didn't make the money. Teachers are on OnlyFans. They're discovering, let me see here. teacher discovered to have an OnlyFans. And this was early on, but there's been several teachers who had to resign. And they were teachers. Teacher who resigned after her OF page was discovered says new employer fired her for violating social media policy. There you go. There's a teacher, and there's plenty of teachers like this that have been discovered of doing this. So what do we call this? The spectrum. You're going to have to really investigate what's going on here. So it's not really just the simps that are controlling this marketplace. All right. And how did she know about it? Well, she's not that far from the dark side. She's been on the dark side for quite a bit, probably since college. All right. Look. Second teacher OF page at the same school. Look at the headline. They found one at one. They found one at one school, and they went to the same school, found another one. Man, I mean, that's where we at with it. Hey, anyway, let me get to these super chats and wrap this shit up. Let me wrap this shit up, man. It's gonna be an interesting battle. It's gonna be just an interesting battle of wits. But people are gonna say we're going the way of Sodom and Gomorrah and Rome, and oh yeah, certainly, man. I mean, you ain't wrong there. You ain't wrong there, and I ain't excusing shit because I didn't cause the problem. The problem is out of control. Let me just tell you this. It's a wildfire. I mean, there's no controlling this now. It don't matter what I say, and I ain't stopping it anytime soon, fam. And do not let me try to stop this. I ain't in the way of this shit. My hands are up. I told y'all, free agent lifestyle. I've been told y'all, free agent lifestyle. You better save yourself. But if you think this shit ain't gonna happen, y'all just looking for a needle in a haystack. Y'all gonna find the one woman that's never sold no pussy, never been a sugar baby, never been on OnlyFans, never had a sultry Instagram, okay, where she did anything for some attention, likes, or some monetization. She never dated an older guy for money. She never, bruh. It's crazy. Yep, I got one. I mean, I already told you I had one. Everybody knows that. It's not a secret. All right, but you'd be dumb not to have one if you're a content creator. You'd be dumb not to claim your name. I don't have anything on it, but maybe Shannon Sharp, I might have to leave my phone on live and put some shit in there. All right, but everybody knows I have one. I mean, if you follow me on social media, I already said, somebody said I have one and hiding it. I'm not hiding it. I announced that I have one. Everybody knows it, right? You have to have one if you're a content creator. If you're a content creator and you have a massive following, claim your name before someone else claims it. Okay? Claim your name before someone else claims it, because they're going to claim your fucking name. And it'll be a fucking midget with a beard and a bald head fucking somebody, and they'll be saying it's me. All right? So I ain't stupid. All right? I've actually been on several platforms when they came out and my name was claimed. All right. And I was like, I had to work around trying to get my name for my brand. All right. TikTok. It happened to me at TikTok. It happened to me at Kick. And I said that I learned my lesson. And I said, every time a platform comes out, I got to get my name. Right. I got to get my name because everybody keeps getting it before I get it. So, all right. So anyway. Shout out to Kev Brown in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yep, TikTok, I had to report a guy because he had my name. I was like, bruh. And he was posting as me. Like, all of his content wasn't me, but he was posting like it was me. He was posting my videos, then he would post he was posting like I used to post on Instagram. So it would be like, he would post my videos and then he would post other people's videos. And I stopped posting like that on Instagram. So I had to report him. I was like, that's not me. But people were following him. So that was the early phases of TikTok, right around like 2020. And I was like, bruh. I was like, man, these people ain't shit. These people ain't shit. They'll take your whole name. All right, for real. All right, shout out to our brother. Christopher Ross says, aha, I get it. Thank you. Aha, I get it. Shout out to Monte says, sorry I'm late, coach. I was getting my meat fixed. Shout out to you. The dictator says, who pays for only scams and not CGA? Shame. All right, we already figured that out. Shout out to Christopher Ross says, support. Shout out to you. Darnell says they should say only broke men in their head. All right. What was that earlier in regard to? And shout out to the Dictator says the new Breakfast of Champions, Plan B, and water. Water. All right. But shout out to you. Let's see here. Let's see here. Dinero Tranquillo. The teachings of CGA are level setting us men with brutal reality. Get your chips up, guys. Get your chips up. Yeah, I've been trying to warn y'all. This day was coming. This day was coming. Shout out to, this day was coming. This is not a surprise in relation to the matter of fact. I mean, I wrote about this in 2019. We'll show you proof. Let me see here. I said in 2019, I said the dating marketplace is gone. All right, that old dating marketplace is gone. You're entering into, especially if you're a guy and you want an attractive woman, man, please. You're going to have to fight the fact that she might, let me give you an example. Remember I showed you the crime and loss show of the woman, the mother, where's she at? Oh, this woman right here. Right there. This is an example of the monetized woman right here. So what did she do? She's a woman. She lost her life. But there she is, 30, stripper, mother. Guys, I mean, this is nothing new. If you drive an Uber, you know this is happening. A taxi, this shit been going on forever. But there she is. She had a mother. She had a family, people that miss her, and stripper. Probably had an OnlyFans. Certainly had an Instagram. Everyday women. I am everyday people. It's your everyday people, bruh. It's not some girls that you're like, these girls are vamps. And where's my chapter on this, by the way? All right, where's my chapter on this? Okay, that's the sexual marketplace value. All right, hold on for a second. The blind leading the blind. Yes, indeed. Yes, I got it. I got it. All right. Yes, I got it. Okay, the media propaganda. Yes, indeed. All right, hold on. Where's the teachers doing OnlyFans? There it is. We live in it. It's an interesting world, man. It's going to be interesting. Even when you travel, this is going to be right in your face. Right in your face. Older women on the prowl. Yes, indeed. All right. I said the reason why I don't date. Yeah, man. It's going to be a crazy. Oh, Thought Nation. There it is right there. Thought Nation is what I called it. Oh, and check this out. Thought Nation. 2019. This is before many people got famous in the red pill. I probably was one of the bigger channels in the red pill space at that time. Yeah, that goes way back. Thought Nation. It says, look. There used to be a time where you could tell the difference between a hoe and a housewife. Today, the lines are blurred as to who is the responsible, respectable lady and who is the street hooker. In most of America, there appear to be one and the same. And sometimes the virtuous women are the most exposed. Women can take their freedom of expression and ability to represent themselves without the expectation of judgment to the absolute limit. They can dress like strippers in public and or online and collect the accolades of hundreds of thousands of strangers on social media, then turn around and claim to be a victim of misunderstanding when people treat her how she looks. Let me see here. Then you also have the irony of the sexual harassment, right? Where the sexual harassment where, actually, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Where there will be a woman in a gym recording herself to be able to post on social media to monetize for looks, likes, accolades, and attention. But a guy will stand in the background and be looking at her, and she will call him a creep. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Now, how ironic. How ironic. This tells you about these, what they call female empowerment. So wait a minute. You're recording something that you're going to post somewhere. We don't know. It could be a monetized place. It could be for attention and accolades. You're recording for men, mostly men, to look at you doing exactly what you're doing, but in person, the guy's a creep in the background. Bruh, make it make sense. Make that make sense. Because there's the plausible deniability. Well, I'm not doing that for you to look at me. What are you doing with, why are you recording it? You're recording it for thousands of people to like it on the video. And when they like it, you're going to be, but the guy right in front of you, right, is a creep. And there's tens of thousands of creeps that are going to watch your video. Guys, I can't make it make sense. I'm not trying to make it make sense. But think about how crazy that is. I wrote about that in De-Evolution, that this is where going to be our reality. The plausible deniability of Thought Nation. Plausible deniability. While I'm exposing myself, I'm still should be an honorable woman. You can't treat me like that in public. Guess what I wrote? Ayesha Curry. So when Ayesha Curry came out and said, well, I want attention from other men, that was again like, oh shit. Yep, the Hawk Tour girl. Well, oh no, I thought she said the Hawk Tour girl. And if anybody wants to know, raising daughters in today's world, because a lot of people have an issue with me doing this content. Well, don't you have a daughter? I wrote about it. It's in my book. I wrote about it. I acknowledged it. But I know you broke niggas don't want to buy the book. I acknowledge that very issue. So people want to know, what do I tell her? I wrote it in the book. I wrote it. The days of fathers marrying off their daughters are slowly grinding to a halt. A father can anticipate providing his daughter with some sort of financial benefit well into her mid-30s because feminism has taught them to do it on their own, and most of them are faking normal but struggling in reality. Many are receiving support from men or former men in their lives. I wrote about it. Very clear. They just be trying to expose me on this, but I wrote about it. What to expect. What to expect going forward. It's not a secret. All right? There's no secrets with me. What would you tell your daughter? Right there. It's in the book. That's what I would tell her. There's no exposing me. You want to, but it's right there. Oh, he got a daughter. What would he say to her? I already planned it out. Everything's in the book. Read the book. Read the book. I already know what's going on. I'm ahead of the game. All right, but y'all want to think everybody's just going to fall in love and be, to the end of time. Less people are doing that. Let me check these last super chats. All right, shout out to the people that have it. All right, shout out to our brother Maryland guy says there's going to be a lot of OF models who are going to get a knock on the door from the IRS the next few days. They ain't paying their taxes. Well, I actually looked at a very prominent OF model, and she said they take care of all that. Listen, I don't know what they do in their background. I don't know. But a lot what they want to do, especially when they be like, what would you tell your daughter? We want men and fathers to excuse women's bad behavior and then come correct it. Oh, it's okay, honey. No, it's not. All right. You don't have to support that shit. You can if you want. There was a whole guy that was pimping his daughter out on OnlyFans, a father. Let me see here. Father records. Let me see here. Father and daughter OnlyFans. I don't know if I can, but I've done these stories. Where's the criticism? Where's the criticism for that? But there was a whole dad that actually was recording, like I can't even explain it. Like he was actually helping the daughter promote her OnlyFans. And this one right here, his father needs counseling after discovering daughter had OnlyFans. See, nobody wants to talk about this. Father needed counseling after discovering the OnlyFans prawn he had been paying for was of his 23-year-old daughter. What? How the hell does that happen? And look at the daughter. Look at the daughter. Please, guys, it's not always going to be highly attractive women that are doing this. They're going to be girl next door. They're going to be regular, degular women. They all got phones, man. They all got phone. But there was another story where I did the story where it was like the dad was helping the daughter record the OnlyFans. I was like, what the? Oh, there was another story of a woman. She was a mother and the son recorded the OnlyFans content. I mean, we in this, let me see here. Son records mom's OnlyFans. Yep, here we go right here. Right here. Son of adult star admits he films her OnlyFans content for her. Jesus. Huh? Huh? And he's a minor at the time. She's 35 and he was 18. So she was 17 when she had the kid, 16 knocked up. I mean, bruh, man, stop. Stop. All right, don't make me the enemy, man. I'm the one out here trying to show y'all there's a better life. It's the free agent lifestyle. For you to be out here wishing that you can avoid all this, it can't be that you can avoid something. Like it's almost difficult for you to avoid all of this mess. All right, it is going to find a way in your life, especially when you're messing with 304s. All right, that's definitely going to be a way. If you're messing with 304s, they're going to be in some area of his life. If you're messing with single moms and shit like this, it's going to be wild. All right, so we got a single mom that was doing it. I mean, but of course, the men are the problem. It's the simps, right? Okay. Shout out to the Coach Gang. We'll be back tomorrow. Hit the like button. Peace.